Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining this free online lessons. And for today, our topic will be BIM 3D design and how we're going to setting up all the models, uploading the models into BIM 3D design. All right. So my name is Akil Bajuri. So I will presenting BIM 3D design. And before I jump into the topic, let me go with background checking so that we will know what is your background. Please answer the polls. Just take a few seconds. Right. Thank you for answering these questions. Okay, great. So most of the attendees today is having an architectural background. Some of you are from civil engineering, M&E, and also educators. So for education or others, so it is going to be a good exposure for your students or for lecturers, for any educators then who are going to go into BIM technology. So thank you for answering the polls. Right. Okay. So before I jump into topic, so let me start with what's new with Autodesk today. And since 7th of August 2020, Autodesk has introduced new plans called named user. So it means that whatever packages that you purchased a few years back or a few years ago will be transitioned into a named user, where previously when you activated the software, you were using serial number, product key, but those activation method will be changed to email address and passwords. So rather than assign to numbers, then nowadays all the software is going to be assigned to users with email and password validations. Okay, so what has expired? The expired plan will be a network maintenance. If you guys have the network license, or a standalone maintenance or perpetual maintenance, and also whoever had the multi-user subscription, so you can no longer renew all these packages, and the software will only be activated through the username and password. And the contract admin will be managing all the software through the Autodesk account user management. Okay, so that's a quick overview on the what's new with Autodesk licensing today. Okay, so BIM 360 design is a life-changing technology introduced by Autodesk since 2000. It was started with the Revit cloud work sharing idea, and it was all started with the Revit work sharing features that most of us were using it since 2002, where you can synchronize your work, synchronize your model locally on your server, and it was developed until it reached the states where we will rely on the cloud storage or cloud system to publish your work by using Revit Cloud Work Sharing in 2015. And then with the idea, it was developed to BIM 360 platform in 2018. It means whoever use Revit version 2018.3 and above will be eligible to use to subscribe for BIM, to use BIM 360 design. Okay, so what today's we will be doing these 5 workflow, starting from how we're going to start with setting up the model in Revit. So I will not touch anything about Revit modeling. I'll just go with how we're going to use the existing modeling and publish that into BIM 360 design platform, and how we're going to define the published setting in Revit. And then we will start to collaborate in BIM 360 document management. Okay, it is where we dump all the models, plan on all the views in BIM 360. And then we will try to make changes with the uploaded models, and we will try to see when we synchronize the model, what will happen to the models on the cloud. Okay, and then once we have updated the model, we will try to publish it, make it available to all users, and we will see what are the comparisons, what are the changes that has been made. That will be shown on the cloud. Okay, so these 5 workflows is the thing that I will be showing today. Okay, and before I jump into the topic, into how we're going to start with Revit, so let me go with our website. Okay, for those who are really new or who just new Acad systems, so feel free to visit our websites. You can just key in acadsystems.com, okay, in your web browser. And if you want to find any kind of information related to Autodesk products, promotions, events by Acad Systems, so you will see all the news on the homepage here. Okay, you can also follow us on the next upcoming online lessons. Okay, and then you will see the training dates. Okay, and if you have any other inquiries related to sales or technical, you can also put your questions on this inquiry form. Okay, so it's how we're going to communicate with you, with all of you after this. Okay, so this is acadsystems.com, all right? And these sessions will also be recorded online. You can watch it live on our Facebook page as well. Okay, and you can also watch the recording by looking at our Facebook videos and also our YouTube channel, Acad Systems Berhad. Okay, so if you guys missed something during the sessions, you don't have to worry. We have all covered in the recording. Right, so back to BIM 360 design, and we will start working on with Revit. And today I'm going to be using Revit 2020.2. Means it's fully integrated. Revit now is fully integrated with BIM 360 platform. And let's say we have the models. Let me see. Let's say I'm opening up the models. Okay, so I'll be using this simple model for this purpose. Okay, all right. So if you are working as a team, so you might be wondering on how we're going to share or going to update your models to show to your seniors or superiors or bosses. And what if your bosses are not around or seniors are not around, and how are you going to show them? Are you going to share it by email, or you can just share the link by using WeTransfer or Google Drive and so on? So that would be the traditional way of sharing. And do this by showing the power of BIM 360. So I will show to you on how we're going to utilize or fully utilize this BIM 360 platform. If you are a team that fully utilizing Revit, and we have, let's say you have a few modelers around working on the same project. Okay, so let's say we are having this project to run with, and how we're going to start with setting up the models to publish it in BIM 360. So if you look at the collaborate menu, so usually when you were doing it, you were collaborating it offline using your local server. you will start with collaborate. Okay, but before we do anything related to this collaborate, you can also use this, go to this publish setting here, and in here you will see what are the things that will be uploaded into BIM 360 platform. So you can see if I click the set one, so and I pick the floor plans, I pick the elevation views, and also some of one of the 3D views, and these will be the things that will be uploaded in the BIM 360 platform. Okay, and what you're going to do after you selected all these features, all these views, then you can just click save and close. Okay, so that is publish setting. So what's next is how we're going to start with collaboration. So we're going to work, click on this collaborate. Okay, as usual, they will ask you to save the model and continue. Okay. Right. By the way, if you guys have any questions or you have anything that you want me to clarify further details, so feel free to use the chat room. So I will look at the questions after I finish the presentation. Okay. Right. So if you have subscribed or if your email is assigned to use BIM 360 platform, you will be entitled these two options. First, if you want to collaborate within your network, or if you want to collaborate in BIM 360 document management. Okay, so if you want to do it locally, then that was your call. But since we have these options to upload it into BIM 360, then we will click here and click OK. Okay, the process is same. It's just like you were not choosing any drive on your local server, but what you're going to do is to define the registered account in your BIM 360, and you have please make sure you have developed or you have set up the projects. So if you want to know how to set up the project, you can watch my recording. You can follow our YouTube page to watch the recording on how we're going to setting up the projects. I did the webinar, I think a few months back. Okay, and for this reason, I will choose the right project. So let's say I'm going with BIM 360 design training, and we have two places that we can choose. Is either you want to go with plans, okay, or if you want BIM 360 to extract all 2D views, or let's say for floor plans, elevations, details, or anything that is viewed in 2D, you can upload it on the plans. But if you wish to share the models, the whole model to other people, then project files will be the right place to choose. Okay, and what will happen once you click initiate, it will start to uploading the model. Okay, it will start the work sharing, creating default work sets. Then it will go to upload the models to the cloud. Okay, and then it will save model to local cache. One thing about the local cache is that whenever you work with Revit, even though you store your models on the cloud, okay, but Revit will keep a local, we call it local cache, or the layman term is like a local backup in your C drive, so that whenever you want to synchronize, or if you fail to synchronize on that day, if you don't have a good internet connections, then that local cache will save all the works done by you, and then you can resync again whenever you have a good internet connections. And when you have successfully initiated collaboration for the model, then what you can do whatever that you need to do in Revit modeling. You can do changes, okay? And if you want to see it in your BIM 360 account, so what you can do as admin, you can go to your folders or projects that you created, and as usual, we have this document management where we store all drawings and models, okay? And to use BIM 360, if you normally internet in Malaysia, we are using like 100 Mbps or 50 Mbps, 30 Mbps. and that is good enough because Autodesk does not provide any specifications to use or internet specification to use BIM 360, but according to the standards by Unify or Maxis Fiber or any kind of internet providers, they have provided the best or the fastest connection, and it will be best if you can get all the fast connection speeds. So that would help you a lot. Okay, and let's say we have uploaded into the project files, so we can see in BIM 360, this is the user interface of document management. Okay, and on the left side is all the folders. If you have the whole team, the whole disciplines in the project, then you can actually generate the folders according to their disciplines or consultant or team. Okay, so let's say we uploaded the file into the architecture, and you will see I just uploaded the files on September 3 to 45 p.m. by me. Okay. Okay, and if you click on the models, you will see exactly. Okay, so this is why people should use BIM 360 as superiors. So if you are dealing with Revit models or any kind of 3D models or drawings, you don't have to purchase the Revit software if you have this BIM 360 platform. Because by having this BIM 360, whatever done by your modelers, okay, by your team, you can simply look at the updates, okay, and you can not just watch on 3D. So this is a 3D view, but you can also watch on the 2D views that has been selected to upload. For instance, that was why I was setting up the the views that will be published earlier. Okay, so look at here, you can view as 2D, okay, and I can see all the views here, elevations, side plan, north elevations, and so on. So, and you can also view in 3D. Okay, so let's say you want to go with views 3D. So let's say you want to go by where is the level? Okay, right. So this is the things that will be seen. So if you have chosen to upload it, to upload the title blocks, okay, all the drawings that have properly put in the title block, then it will be shown in 2D section here. Okay, and as usual, if you watch my webinar on BIM 360 document management, you can do markups. Okay, you can create issues. That was the thing that has been taught earlier on BIM 360 document management online lessons. Okay, so this is the things that really interesting to see, where you don't have to get Revit software just to open up the model. Okay, just want to go with the checking, model checking, and so on. Okay, and let's say so you want to make changes and resynchronize the model. So what you can do, okay, let's say I want to change the roof shapes, okay, for instance, or I want to make changes on other things. Okay, let's say I'm going to change the roof shape to something like this. And I'm going to mirror up this roof to be like this. All right, so this is just the samples. Okay, so let me tidy up this by bring up to top object, attach this wall to top object roof like this. Okay, so this, for instance, this is the thing that you just quickly change in the model. And of course, once you change the model, so you may want to show to your superiors on what other things that has been changed. So whenever you're done, you can just go with, as usual, you go with synchronize. okay, and modify settings. And you can pick this compact central model. It will be a bit slower, but it will compact all the file size, so it will be workable for most of the Revit users to upload, especially on the large project. So it will do the synchronization again. It will save to local as backup, and it will reload latest change and save to central models on the cloud. Okay, and whatever that has been changed to uploaded to central model on the cloud will be saved to local as well. Okay, and let's say that you have done your changes today, and the model will not be directly updated in BIM 360. So why is that happening? Because if you go with, again, open up the folder again in the project files, architecture, okay, and you will see if you already updated the models but you have not published the model, then nobody will see the changes on the cloud. So that is why whenever you finish your work, you have to make sure you click at this model that you changed earlier, and whenever you see the update available, it means there is an update that will be uploaded on the cloud. So what you need to do, you'll just click publish, and the time that you need to wait, it totally depends on your internet connection and how big is your file. So if you know that when you have a file more than 200 MB or 1 gig in Revit, so it will be very, very slow to work, even to work in Revit. Okay, and see, I just made a few changes earlier on other samples with the same model. So whenever it has published into the latest, so in the published status, it will show what is the latest published time and date here. So and who made the changes. Okay, so this model, so let's say you are the one who created in the first place, but somebody else taking over your job and go with further editing, do changes or modify anything. So it will state as the person who modified this will be shown here. Who is the person by email or by username. So that's how we're going to define, and when the event was happened, when the file was uploaded. So this is very important to track what are the changes and who made the changes. Okay, and once you publish all, so you can go back to the models. Okay, and you will see this. I already make changes in 2 p.m. So let's see what are the changes that has been made. Okay, and it will all resynchronize again on the cloud. Okay, you will see the changes here on the roof that I made earlier. So it will reflect it to whatever things in just a quick period of time. So you don't have to wait longer just to see the updates from the modelers or designers. And if you want to go further detail on how you're going to compare, okay, once you have published the model, so let's see how we're going to compare the design from the earlier version with the latest version. So what we can do is we just go with this compare button down here. So you can see, you can also walk through, you can measure, you can do section analysis, okay, and you can also compare the models. So let's say the latest version is V3, and you want to compare it with any version, you can compare it V1 or V2 or V3, or if you have made ton of changes, it will be around V10 or V20. So you can always see all the changes by following the version that you selected. Okay, and then try to compare to see what are the changes that has been made. And please wait while it's processing, and you will see the result. What are the things that has been added? What are the items that has been removed? And what are the things that has been modified? These 3 items will be shown as selected items, and with the ID stated here, 3881860 is the Revit ID. Okay, and if you make a huge changes, so it will also be shown here as the list, a big list, right? Okay, so you don't have to worry. If you made a mistake, you can always find the right ID and go back to your Revit, search with the ID, and you can make changes from there. So this is how convenient it is to work with BIM 360 and Revit. And this is a new trend, a new norm. I can say it's a new norm where you can use the power of cloud computer to maximize your potential or your team's potential, and it won't stop everybody from working. Let's say you have issues to come over to your office, then you can still work from home, and by having this internet connection, you can still work on the projects that you have been doing. Okay, so that is the process of setting up the models. Okay, so if you continuously follow our events, free online lessons event, so you will see I was showing how to setting up the projects earlier, few months back. Okay, and I already touched on how we're going to setting up the folders in document management earlier in other sessions. And after this, so we will go further deeper into BIM 360 platform, because BIM 360, what you are seeing today is one functional features that has completely developed by Autodesk, and there are more things that we can do with BIM 360. You can track your RFI, you can deal with project management, cost management, safety checking, and so on. So that will be taught on other online lessons. So hope you guys stay tuned to our event. Okay, so now is the Q&A time. So if you guys have any questions. Okay, so we got question from CCW inside the AC collection have this BIM 360 software. So unfortunately, the answer is no, because BIM 360 is a different subscription plan. So if you want to use BIM 360, you can subscribe for another package, BIM 360 design package. It's totally different from AC collection package. Okay. Okay, while waiting for the questions, okay, if you don't know what to ask now, so you can just post your question after this by going into our help desk. If you go to acadsystems.com and go to help desk, Acad Systems, new help desk menu, and you will see there is a way you can sign in, register now, or continue as guest. So you can always continue as guest. It's more convenient, and then don't forget to provide your name. Okay, and please also provide the subject. Okay, that will be some of the issues that you will be facing, and don't forget you provide your email. Okay, and your company as well, and please fill out the description. So what are the issues that you are facing, or what are the things that you need our explanation or clarification? And don't forget to put the category under sales or twinning, sales or technical. Okay, and put your priority high, and our team will get back to you immediately with the response and answers. Okay, so there is another questions. Okay, Autodesk BIM A360 and BIM 360 is the same. So the answer is, even though in A360 is benefits for the subscriber for AC collections, you will get 25 gig storage for to use A360 features, but you cannot use the same features like collaboration like we did in BIM 360. So if you're asking, is it the same? So there is some features is the same, like creating issues, review drawing in 2D or 3D. So it all can be done in A360 as well. But there are different features, and there are reasons why BIM 360 is having another features in a different package. So BIM 360 and A360 partially is the same, but the main features or the main targets of using BIM 360 is totally different. So people like Revit modelers, Autodesk has expanded the eligibility to be used by Revit modelers, but not limited to Revit only. If you are working with Civil 3D and Plan 3D, you can also utilize a BIM 360 BIM 360 design to work with. Okay, I see inside AC collection have Navisworks manage BIM 360. Okay, so Navisworks manage BIM 360 is the software belongs to Navisworks manage. But if you want to integrate the process with BIM 360 and Navisworks, let's say you want to access the coordination model that you already uploaded in BIM 360 from Navisworks manage, there is the right software for you. But it's not same. It's not having the same function as BIM 360 design, because you are opening up the models inside Navisworks manage, even though it's for BIM 360. Okay. The features that I just showed to you guys today is the fully features by BIM 360 cloud computer technology, where whatever model that you have in Revit or in Plan 3D or Civil 3D, you can upload the model into BIM 360 and use that as upload in the BIM 360, and you can start collaborating with your colleagues. But Navisworks managed BIM 360 is different. So Navisworks, you know that Navisworks, you can run clash detection, but by working on Navisworks managed BIM 360, you are accessing the coordination model in BIM 360. We call it a BIM 360 coordinate package. You are accessing the model and run the clash detection from the cloud models uploaded on BIM 360. So that is the difference between the one that I showed earlier and Navisworks managed BIM 360. Hope I answered the questions. So that will be okay. Right. Thank you. So hopefully you guys understand what is the difference between A360, BIM 360, okay, and don't get confused with Navisworks managed BIM 360, because AEC collection is very complete collections that have everything, but not limited to cloud work sharing like this. So you still need to subscribe for another BIM 360 package. Okay, so if you don't have any other questions, so let me ask your feedback on today's sessions. Are you satisfied with our session today? Okay, and will you be able to use what you have learned? Okay, you may not having this package, but soon, if you plan to use this for your company, so it will be I promise you guys, it will be very beneficial for your company. It will maximize the potential for your team. Okay, and if you guys have any issues or anything that you want to ask related or non-related to Autodesk, so you can always get back to me by emailing me at acad@acadsystems.com, or you can simply call our office at 03-420-4270-7703. Okay, so thank you guys for answering the polls. Right, so hope these sessions will give you a new knowledge, okay, for those architects, civil engineers, educators. So I'm so glad that you guys are interested to know about BIM 360, and hope you guys are willing to join our next sessions, and we will giving out all the knowledge just for free every week, and we will cover different topics so that you guys will keep learning to grow yourself, right? Okay, so if that's all, thank you for your time, and thank you for attending these sessions, and hope to see you guys again in the next sessions. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.